Hey friends, uh, wow, I can't believe I have enough. I don't know if I actually said this on YouTube the other day, but my Vipanasa 10-day retreat got canceled due to forest fires. They had to retreat. I don't believe it's burning, but they're, it's a dangerous area. And so I'm here. I've just arrived at my second retreat. I just finished off 3 days of silence in at the Anabuti camera angle around for a second. So if you see over there that zigzag, I just hiked up that little thing, but on this piece of land here, and there's a gorgeous sunset that I'm experiencing right now as I continue walking up. But I don't really have any food, but I'm gonna be finding a spot to. I'm just gonna continue hiking till I find a nice patch of trees, set up a hammock, journal it up, and wake with the sun, and probably journal a bit. I guess some reflections on the past couple days as I've been in silence is I don't know that anything super profound happened. Hey, Paul. I don't think anything super profound happened, like life changingly different, but I think with anything that you, hey, Asim, anything that you do that's, a couple days and it's pretty, where you really get into something, is I think you take away a couple things. And I think the thing that I'm going to be taking away from this experience has been mindful eating. Hey, Armani. So, in the experience, so I recommend anyone do a multi-day retreat. I'm at Spirit Rock and just north of San Francisco. Um, I recommend anyone do a silent retreat because I think we're one of the things that Jay, the the I'll call him the course leader, brought up is that the brain is the most abused organ in our bodies, and the problems that he pointed out that there are multi-billion-dollar companies trying to take away our headspace, trying to take our brain time. Literally, he pointed out that like YouTube, call my name loudly. No, I'm good. Oh, you want me to like shout it out? Yeah, this is a meditation place. I kind of don't want them to know that I'm here because, I mean, technically I might be trespassing, but I feel like I could get away with this. I'm not trying to call extra attention to myself, really. Um, totally forgot what I was saying. Oh, um, one of the interesting things is that YouTube, their main market competitor, is sleep. YouTube's at the top of their game. The only thing that they're combating is sleep. So what we have to think about is how careful do we want to be with our brains? How careful do we want to be with the organ that does so much for us? The fable of the goose that lays the golden egg. You can't wear the goose out, so we got to rest our brains. And I think being in a space where I'm going to take this backpack off while I'm talking here. I'm going to be here for a bit. Call my name Lolly and it will echo it. I agree, it probably would echo, and like I said, I'm not trying to bring extra attention to myself as I'm here a day early and don't expect for them to have anywhere to have me sleep. So, oh, my back is so sweaty. Um, but yeah, so the interesting thing that I've come to discover is mindful eating. One of the things I don't think we do very often is when we go afraid of trespassing and proof that he's here. Also, him live streams himself there. No, I know. But I'm pretty sure that I'm not popular enough that they would find me unless they were looking for me. Like if they're like, gee, we think this guy might end up trespassing. Let's go check out his YouTube channel. They don't know me. I'm foreign. But I totally get your point. I know it sounds silly. Um, mindful eating. So mindful. Hey, Brandon. Most of the time when we go to sit down, we're usually eating with people. Or in the East Coast, we're trying to turn food into like a pill to eat. Like I feel like so often of been asked or had the question of like, if you could turn all food into a pill and just eat the pill and not experience food, would you do it? And many times I've said yes. I'd rather be productive doing other things. And one of the wonderful things that I had, so they fed us all vegetarian food, and one of the really wonderful things is because it's a silent retreat and you're there to not talk, you're kind of forced to be present with your food. And one of the things I realize is so often I just shovel my food down. I realized there's this really good moment that I had. So at the last school I was working at, there were donuts in the teacher's room. And normally what I do is I sort of shovel donuts when there's multiple of them. So I had the first one, had the second one, had the third one, maybe a couple minutes later. Asim, please stop asking, I'm not gonna do it. And I asked myself, did I enjoy the first one? And I realized I didn't know. I I thought about it and I was like, I don't even remember eating the first one. I just know that I'm on number 3. And since then, I've come to think a little bit more. Soylent Green, my cousin actually has Soylent. I don't know what color it is, but Soylent, yeah. Um, one of the things that I've realized is that so often when I'm eating really good food, so I'm just eating it really fast and I'm not enjoying it much. And one of the things I really tried to do was slow way down. And when I was eating the food, I tried just taking in all the little sensations, the crunchy, the sweet, the watery, the juicy, the like all the different little flavors and sensations. And I invite you all to, next time you go to eat something, especially if it's really good, maybe you're at a good restaurant. Now, for sometimes it's been hard to not embarrass my wife, but I've sometimes I'll close my eyes because the sensory of everything. Like if you were to watch this and you were trying to just hear my voice, like this is some pretty great scenery. That's part of the reason that I'm holding the video camera up here, is because it's so beautiful behind me. Um, but it's hard to tune out a lot of things. Thank you, Kaylee. That's you're right. That's not a compliment. I agree. Long time no see. I actually haven't checked. I just realized I had a couple of bars and wanted to live stream. I don't know if Ty and or Cliff ended up live streaming for my channel like I had invited them to last night or and the night before. I hope they did. I'll check after this, but all the time I find myself trying to do mindful eating, but I get really distracted by what's in front of me. It's really easy for me to get distracted by the people walking by or the way the food looks itself or what else is on my plate. And when I'm thinking about all those other things, I shovel it. I've even noticed sometimes like I literally like it's like that instead of like holding the fork like a good mannered person. So long story short, mindful eating. Eat slower if you have the time. If you've prepared or someone's prepared for you a wonderful meal, rather than shoveling it, really try to take the time to appreciate the love that they've put into it. How's Cali going? You for Christmas? I see my grandparents. Oh, you go there. So I was just describing one of the things that I'm sort of taking away from my first silent retreat that I just finished today, and now this is going to be I'm about 20 hours away from my second one, which is going to be here at Spirit Rock in a little north of San Francisco, if you guys want to know where I am. So yeah, just soak in this view. Unbelievable, gorgeous. I'm pretty excited. I'm debating whether I'm gonna hike all the way up there. So I'm on this trail right here. Here's my bags. Debating if I'm just gonna keep going all the way up to there. I mean, I got a couple hours. I just want to enjoy the poop out of the sunset, man. This is beautiful. Probably go like 20 minutes before the sun like goes down. So might try to. I already found a bench on my way up here. I'm hoping I'm gonna find another one. I learned to eat slow, enjoy years ago. Yeah. Hey, Courtney. So yeah, those are some things of sort of discovering the last retreat. I'm thinking this next one is going to be a little bit longer. Um, I've decided instead of I think one of the pieces of advice my friend Brian gave me was that rather than like trying to get something out of the retreat, don't try to get anything out of it. Just observe stuff and just kind of let things happen. Like appreciate, enjoy, like be in the moment of experiences and let things happen to you. Be in the silence, appreciate the silence, meditate, but don't try to get something out of it. Maybe have a question that you kind of repeat to yourself, which was what I want in the next 10 years. And that was kind of what I got a little bit out of it. And I think the answer that I came to was the thing that I want in the next 10 years is that which fulfills me. And I think something that really fulfills me is giving to others. Um, I know I really like YouTube because I've had a really wonderful experience of getting to impact the lives of others. I mean, moments like this where I get to live stream on top of a pretty solid sized hill with this beautiful sunset. I'm loving the poop out of this right now. Um, I like that one right there. Get the rays coming in. Couldn't imagine that considering the fact I only leave my house to work and shop. I couldn't imagine that considering the fact I only leave my house to work and shop. Jake, say more about that. By the way, did anyone can anyone tell me if they live streamed for my channel last night? I invited Ty and or Clifford Starks to go onto my channel last night and do a live stream. I don't know if they did it yet. I haven't checked. I think I'm gonna call it a day. Maybe get a little bit more film footage for the vlog by the end of it. I'll take a lot of pictures and have fun. I'll do my best, Kaylee. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad I got to share this with you all up here. I don't think so. Got it. All right. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and then I'm gonna be gone for 6 or 7 days. No, I didn't see that. Okay. Yeah, and then I'll be gone for 6 or 7 days, and I'm gonna see if I can again get Ty and or Cliff to take over for a little bit. I'd love to have them live stream from here. Um, but yeah, they were humans.